This is a magical record in the history of the Champions League. Real Madrid has won 3 consecutive Champions League titles. It is the only team since the Champions League was changed. It is the only team that has created all this. There are many Ronaldos, and 15 to 16 the competition level of the Champions League is wide open. Uma Xiaozu is undefeated in 6 games. Xiaozu voted for the near-level elimination and entered the elimination. Uma drew the upper hand and stepped forward, Red Wolf Roma. Before that, Uma welcoming a new coach, his ancestor Uchi. Other UEFA Champions League stations with yellow horses are a battle between the gods of wind. 4-0 in 2 rounds. Although he tried his best to break the yellow horse for 54 years with his unsolvable world. There are no first-class team members left in the classroom. Proves the whole world the power of the Champions League king. Double kill Roma. Reversal of holding the 4 treasures. Come to you Manching immediately. The yellow horse won the final with his invincible knowledge. And the last opponent in the Champions League final is none other than... It's the dead guy from the same city. Madrid level. The horse track of this race seat. Secret hair and frustration along the way. It's so terrifyingly strong. Facing Simon Ning Shui Liang, these are the correct knowledge. Uma used his tricks. Even though we were there, we were forced into a penalty shootout. Penalty shootout final round. The eyes of more than 80,000 people. It all fell on the snail. If you score, you will be the champion. The disrespectful penalty kick continues. Under a mountain of pressure. Sailua wrote calmly and calmly. You don't want to see this part anymore. It's been won. So difficult. Wenma did not win the European Championship in 11th place. Uma won. 11th Champions League title. Opinions on the 11th and 14th Dengding Oben. And the slug that made all this in the first place. Horse is obviously a little unfamiliar with its strength. It has 3 wins and 3 draws in the table football matches, and Omar has stumbled all the way. It is inevitable that Guanjun was not favored. No one could have imagined that entering the knockout round, although Lua Guan watched the God of Death mode. A double kill in Naples, a wild victory over the defeated opponent Muihei, and he immediately became paralyzed, even though the whole world was not optimistic about it. Wang Maiyilu once again defeated the Champions League final with a suppressive style for 1 year. And this time the opponent in the final became the overlord of the first class, Yuan 2CI. Wen Ma Zhan Yuan was granted the title of fierce opposition, the strongest opponent. The most compulsory battle is to fire at 1 point. From the very beginning, they started to attack violently. Suppressing the yellow horse firmly in Fanchan. Champions League is inevitable. Even the yellow horse seems to have a hard time breaking this devilish boat. No one expected this. Yuan 2CI, who treats the public as a dynasty. The defense was broken in advance. It's Seguru again. The chicken snail is just a change in the corner, which breaks through the real relationship between the small item and the small item. And this goal also opened up Huang Ma Huangsheng's giant animal husband.